Hey, what up, comic fans? I'm back with one last video. Viewing episode 10 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Yep, the final episode. This has a lot of good reveals and good setup for season 2. So, what I do? Let's get into it. The episode. What happens? I just forgot. Yes. This here episode opens up in Midtown. Where Peter's a little late with his Impulse project. He's basically Peter's busy doing Spider-Man stuff. You know, just basically stuff with some car heists stuff. I managed to make it. It was slightly damage, but they managed to get an A minus. So yeah, Peter thanks Nico for the stolen. Yeah, I really do like this show. It's good. I love the characters. I just don't like some of the stuff they did with some characters, like changing Dr. Connors to be a black woman instead of a white male. Again, not against black people, but Dr. Connors has always been a male character in the comics. Always been. His family had a good dynamic with his family. So I'm not sure why they decided to do this to the character. So, yeah. Nico. It's pretty good that Nico's not in the secret, on Peter's secret as Spider-Man. He's doing quite a bit of fans. Hey, after Oscar, he's having a good time. Yes. Hey, Norman comes in to reveal something as he takes the students and Dr. Connors to an experimental portal. You know, so shocked to find out about this. They think that, this is dangerous. And Norman's just going on with the test. It's dangerous. But then they're stopped by Strange. Doctor Strange is back. Peter immediately recognizes him, but Strange seems to not know what he's talking about with Midtown High. Technically, it's been years since then, but still. No way he would get something that important, that big. Basically, once this project, anyway, Doctor Strange wants this project shut down. It's dangerous, but no one refuses to listen. Ends up opening up the portal. Doctor Strange is trying to stop it, and out comes the symbiote from the first episode. But how? Everyone quickly escapes. Peter goes quickly suit up and he bites alongside Strange. A really cool fight. Something I've been talking about is that the animation is good with the action sequences. I just don't like I just don't like CGI, but it's good when it comes to action sequences. And also, the opening has been updated to feature the classic suit. You know, with the classic suit and stuff. So it's pretty cool. And the post at the end of the opening, we get a reference to a well-known comic book with a cover. He is swimming around the city, swimming around on this mask. I think it's like this. That's pretty interesting. And then we actually get another view where Strange ends up going for a portal to symbiote. You know that, and also actually broke free the spider. It's revealed that is actually a time portal. Everything that happened a year ago is from this point of time. Yep, time travel. So basically, for Doctor Strange, it hadn't happened to him yet, but it was going to happen. And it happened for Peter because it was a year ago, but Doctor Strange hadn't happened to him. Yeah, best start before everyone's head start going Steven. Because time travel is fucking confusing. I'm sorry, it's just confusing. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Managed to managed to send the symbiote back home. Destroy portal. Seems a bit of the symbiote came to be though. Under that, we'll come back to that later. So no one's facing hot water for what happened. They see the internship's now over. So what's Peter gonna do with Spider-Man? Well, Nico suggests we should open up, create his own company, and to work together as. Work together. No? I think they can do it. So he goes off to do it. As he creates a company called Web. Norman goes back into Oscorp and finds the symbiote. What's left of it anyway. Send out the eventual story of the Black Suit story arc. The creation of Venom. That means season 2 will probably set it up. That means we'll probably introduce Eddie Brock. Like on a nice cartoon, having appear early on in the series, before setting up to him becoming Venom. So most likely Eddie Brock will appear sometime in early season 2. Also, Peter gets a good talk with Doctor Strange. As Strange does say that he doesn't know how many people's lives, how many people changed after that. But Peter told him that he was there that day and it changed him. Now here's a little theory why this timeline is different to the MCU. What maybe the reason it diverges is that since Peter never went to Midtown High, he never met Ned Leeds or Michelle. And it's because of the Midtown incident that Spider-Man came to be early on. So no one found interest and started the internship program. But that didn't happen. That means Peter was likely to go back on track to the events of the MCU, meeting Tony Stark. Which is pretty cool. That's my theory anyway. Doctor Strange's interference with a time stream. Accidental interference with time. And so ignore the whole supposed to happen thing type of crap. Because technically creating this event happening. So it never happened, the MCU will go back on track with Spider-Man's story in the MCU will go back on track. Yeah. It's a really good moment. As Doctor Strange told you that Spider-Man is definitely ready for what's to come in the future. Let's only get some shots set out stuff from the next season. Dr. Octavius sketching out the arms. Nico realized she can use magic, like in the comics, so. Also, people are going by it on the interns, except Amadeus, he declines because he likes the position. Also, it seems Lonnie is also might be taking into the ship or something, as he just basically ditches his jacket. Symbolizing he's no longer the same Lonnie Lincoln of school. That's my guess. I guess that's what that symbolizes. But all the things that are revealed is something that happens with May. And she goes to visit someone in prison. Someone who's played by Josh Keaton, who was well known for playing Spider-Man in the Spectacular Spider-Man. He was well-known actor to play Spider-Man. And now, it's not the first time he's played another character when he played a different character instead of Spider-Man in a Spider-Man story. In Marvel Spider-Man, he played the role of Norman Osborn. That's true, by the way. Go look it up. He also played the role of Electro in the Insomniac games. And he's also Iron Man in Marvel Rivals. Yes, Iron Man. Keaton gets around. I'm impressed with him. He hasn't played Spider-Man in quite a long time, but we saw him technically play a Spider-Man type variant called Agent Spider in Invincible, since rights issues and stuff for TV shows are different, since the Invincible TV series is done by Amazon. Well, Spider-Man's done by Disney and Sony, and wow, that's too complicated, so that's a whole thing. Either way, please. Anyway, after that. So, anyway, it's revealed who the Josh Keaton character is. Richard Parker, Peter's father. Yeah, we don't know. Richard and Mary Parker were killed by the Red Skull in the comics because they work with US. They were US spies, and Red Skull found out and killed them. Since Peter technically has a sister in the comics, that's a whole complicated thing. I like to see Peter actually have a proper sister incorporated in modern media. Someone who doesn't have to be like a teenager. No, she could be like a full-fledged adult. Virtually buys out Peter's Spider-Man. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, season ends with Peter just no matter what the future holds for him, he will face it. Something like that, anyway. But still, all the things. What the biggest reveal is Richard Parker's alive in this continuity, not dead. What does this mean? And why is Richard Parker in prison? That's quite interesting. And thus, it makes sense when you think about it in the universe. Peter's never once mentioned his dad. He mentioned his mother has died, but he never said his dad. Never said parents. So, but why is Richard Parker in prison? That's a mystery we have to wait for a while. We'll be waiting for that when season 2 comes out. We're definitely getting season 2. This is a good show. It deserves a second season. But anyway, this is not the end of the video, because I got some more things to talk about, like promising, about some latest news. What we get for season 2 too is that Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider, is appearing. And most likely people will be working for Norman. So trying to replicate Spider-Man's powers. And also, so she and Peter may be on opposite ends for most of the season. But decide to come together and work together at the end, towards the end. Peter meets Gwen. Most likely no one does not reveal Peter's identity out of respect. Or something, I don't know. They're not going to do with her character in that season. But it's going to be about what Marvel's planning to do with her. So we're getting a new Gwenpool. Yeah, Gwen Stacy's becoming Gwenpool. Well, kind of. It's not the same. It's not the Gwenpool that It's not the Gwenpool, the goofy one that we know, who isn't even Gwen Stacy. This is a different Gwenpool. It's more in line with a mercenary Deadpool, without the comedic jokes and stuff. That was our problem. Because this Gwen Stacy is not an alternate universe variant. We already got the Spider-Girl we already got the Ghost Spider Gwen Stacy in 616, and Gwenpool in 616. But this is actually not just any Gwen Stacy. This is the original. Yes, the OG Gwen Stacy. If you don't know, nearly 50 years ago, Gwen Stacy was killed off Marvel Comics, featuring a story featuring the Green Goblin. That's kind of ironic. There's a reason why she was killed off. A lot of videos talk about it. Yeah, her death's been a canon event that's been kept in decades. Even the Amazing Spider-Man adapted that idea. It wasn't a good film. And she has an important impact on Peter's character at the time. So, yeah. It's not as egregious as it's going to be more egregious than when Norman came back from the dead. The decision was not. Some editors did not want Norman back from the dead. It was supposed to be. There was a whole crazy incident that happened. Oh, crazy when that happened for the Clone Saga. Oh, no, sorry. The Hogwarts Saga. Which a lot of interference behind the scenes and a lot of crazy shit. So, I'm against what they're doing. I don't think it's a wise move to bring back the OG Gwen Stacy. Especially since we got one running around in 616. Even though she's a spider person. And we only have a different Gwen who's not even called Gwen Stacy. We had 2 separate Gwens in the fucking 616 universe. And they plan to bring back the OG Gwen Stacy who's been dead for decades. She's been dead for fucking decades. This is very egregious and stupid. That will really piss off a lot of fans. This is going to be disrespectful. But if you're interested to see what the story will be like, it'll be releasing in May. I'm against them bringing back Gwen Stacy. At least the original. We already have a Gwen Stacy running about. And she basically has the same personality. I think. I don't know. But yeah, bringing her back from the dead is not a good move. And that's what sells this. But other than that, the show, Spider-Man show, is great. I just hate that the Marvel Comics itself has been back a character that's been dead since the 1970s. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Please thumbs up and want to see more. Subscribe to the channel. In notification bell, they always go to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time for another video. I'll probably do a review on Deadpool Super Duper Cut and Deadpool 1 Wolverine at some point. Hopefully soon. We'll see. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Ultimate Comic Book Avenger out.